This is Proverbs 22, part 2. Okay. Proverbs 22:15. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of discipline will drive away. I didn't know that this part was coming next. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago or something, whatever it was. Okay. I did not know that this part was coming next. And I just talked about how people aren't men because of the women that they didn't stay away from, because of they're not starting off their children the way they should go. Okay. See, folly is bound up in the heart of a child, and the rod of discipline will drive away. It takes a man to raise children. So I see females who are like 20 years old in college, 25, 30, 40, even older than I am. Your parents didn't raise you right. You live folly. You live a lie. Your heart, when the Lord weighs the heart, is what Proverbs says in more than one place. Heart, motives, aims, aim, and I am. Okay? You are children who need me to raise you right. There is no simple way to put it. One way to look at it. You look at the difference between Bezos and a big, strong, serious Nigerian person towering over him with a very masculine face historically, before they poisoned them, before they messed with the media, before they screened out the more masculine, so on and so forth. Okay, very few of us left, perhaps. Don't know. Okay, I don't know every Nigerian. However, you look at it that way, it's a no-brainer. Your parents aren't as masculine as Nigerians are. They aren't as smart in terms of life wisdom. They're not the people the Lion King and the cartoon is based on before they added all the LGBT spirit nonsense. Okay, in terms of animation, animus meaning spirit. Okay, you're not. Your families aren't as mature as mine. Okay, and even in mine, there's Cain and Abel. Okay, there's some good, some bad. And I'm the last righteous person ever. Okay, so when you consider everything, of the most masculine race, I'm the last righteous person ever. Yes, you need me to raise you and any children you have. I'm not making this up. I'm the son of 2 doctors, the most moral brain surgeon that ever lived. If there's one person on the planet that cares about what is right, it is the son of 2 doctors. One, the most moral brain surgeon that ever lived, that's the top martial artist ever. Okay, I'm the person that cares. Everyone else is too cowardly, too mentally weak to care to a significant degree. One who oppresses the poor to increase his wealth, and one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. Okay? So what is that? You giving your bodies to the rich? You give your hand in marriage. If that's not a gift, what the fuck is? You exchange wedding rings. If that's not a gift, what the fuck is? You say, sure, I'll give you the gift of my time. You're blessed by having sex with me. And so you give gifts to the rich. And there's some bitch-ass motherfuckers. And yes, if you date me, you'll probably be persecuted and poor. You might die, be smart enough to die earlier. But you'll be right with God and have a life worth living, not helping these neo-colonialist monsters without a speck of decency in their heart. To indulge in that is despicable. It should be more clear-cut to you than seeing that you're about to be put in a meat grinder and your only way out is to kill yourself somehow. If there's a way, say there's some kind of dagger, and that's the only way you're trying it, and you have one chance to slit your throat and kill yourself quicker or something. Or you have a gun, you have a chance, let's put it that way. You have a gun, you're in a meat grinder, you're on your way out, and there's no way to undo, you're better off shooting yourself, right? So, it should be more clear-cut than that, because you should prefer being put in a fucking meat grinder than to conform to this world. Okay, he's just depressed and you're a fucking dumbass. You think 9 million people starving to death every year? All these people are raped and killed and all kinds of shit going on all the time. Mass murder, mass drugs. You think it's okay to be complicit with that? If your heart doesn't hurt so bad, if you're not scrambling for a way out, you are severely ill. 30 sayings. The wise sayings. Okay, it's not going to go for all 30 in this chapter, but we'll go through some. Verse 17. Pay attention and turn your ear to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach, for it is pleasing when you keep them in your heart and have all them ready on your lips. It is pleasing to God when in your heart is moral precision and the desire to be morally intense, which takes some repetition. You know, I didn't come out the womb, with world record speed. Took some time living my life, being righteous, building the focus, moral intensity, to have the fastest martial art blows, the strikes from God, God striking him with his hammer, so to speak, with his sword, and so on and so forth. With his lightning fast strikes, Okay? Why people play these stupid games, a bunch of sissies go, no, no, I want my race to seem better than the top martial artist ever. Oh, no, no, say it's white or Asian or Jewish. No, no. You know, there's a bunch of bitches like that out there, utterly disgraced. Before they even try to cheat me at all, we saw the bitch in them. If you don't see bitch in people, you're stupid. They even have cartoons helping you out, Gumby. You know, shows like, movies like Pee Wee Herman movies to help you see what a bitch is. You understand me? Rainbow Bright. You know what I'm saying? The Simpsons. If you don't know what a bitch-ass motherfucking sniveling, selfish, privileged, coward dog is, then you're a stupid motherfucker. Anyway, that your trust may be in the Lord, I teach you today, even you. Okay? So in a sense, they're directing at me. Like I'm teaching you in a sense. So you're teaching me to articulate it, to point to a point of reference. You ain't teaching me nothing. I'm the Messiah. You have one teacher, not the scribe, the Messiah. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not cocky, just kind of comic relief for a second, but it's not funny. I'm right. 20. Have I not written 30 sayings for you, sayings to counsel and knowledge? Teaching you to be honest and to speak the truth, so you may bring truthful reports to those you serve. In a sense, a parent serves their child. You older people, 20-year-old daughters, fuck didn't you send them my way for and say, get rid of that piece of shit and go try to date this guy, okay? So that you bring truthful reports, right? So teach the truth. Bring truthful reports to those you serve. What is the truth, the way, the truth, and the life? The truth. I am the truth. You teach to obey the truth, not the fucking state and those punk-ass traitors in the church who pretend to be of God, those Luciferian dogs God despises. Verse 22, do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court. There's more than just the court. There's the court in the justice system, and I'm holding court right now. Okay, there's the court of love, law. You know, and they had, even the Greeks had their different deities where they would hold court in their temples. Okay, there's various forms of court. So do not crush, do not exploit, do not cheat me out of my potential wife because I'm not rich and not one of you bootlickers. And do not crush the spirit of love in a sense, and so to speak, by cheating me out of that. Okay? Do not exploit the poor because they're poor, and do not crush the needy in court. So where does it matter most? What is the highest form of that? And every other form. 23, for the Lord will take up their cause and exact life for life. And as it says in Proverbs, if you lack the means to pay, even your bed will be snatched away. If you cannot make it right, your soul will be snatched away and thrown in the fire. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered. I've been gang-stalked my whole life, and I convey the wrath of God. Is that the same as being a hot-tempered bitch-ass motherfucker going, I can't stand him. No, don't let him do it. Don't you let him do it. Being some Walter Peck-ass bitch, some angry racist cop, saying the N-word, I hate him, Being some angry conservative, some angry gay liberal. Okay, it's not the same. Some angry feminist bitch. It's not the same. Or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. See, saying, don't conform. Don't be a rock and roll bitch. Don't be a biker gang dog. Don't be a gang member. Don't be a corporate bitch. Don't be a sorority. Don't be a fraternity. Don't be a secret society. Don't be social club. Don't be any culture in the world. Because you might learn their ways and get ensnared, and you're all ensnared. Do not be one who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debt. Okay? Obviously, there's various applications. Don't sign the devil's contract. Don't vouch for someone who shouldn't be vouched for, and so on and so forth. If you lack the means to pay, it's in this scripture, in this chapter. If you lack the means to pay, your very bread will be snatched from under you. Yeah, I went over that already. Do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Okay, so why does he say this first? Okay, the Lord is aware, the Lord is his name. That's a boundary. Don't cross the boundary. It's a warrior spirit, not a spirit of the American military or the police or the martial arts students or the militia. These guys aren't of God. You kidding me? Imagine someone dumb enough to think the American militia is in the spirit of God. Fucking retarded. The militias, all these guys, it's fucking retarded. Okay? What the hell? God made man in his image. Where? Africa. Okay? The Garden of Eden, all that stuff, that's metaphor. Where it actually did is Africa. So where do you look first? Africa. It's kind of like the Lion King, but if you don't know I'm right, you're a dumbass. Did God not make the birds and so on and so forth? Look for the patterns in nature. Look for the proof. Do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank. Do you see somebody who's the son of two doctors? One's the most moral brain surgeon that ever lived, and one's a National Merit Scholar. Who's the top martial artist ever? Who's on record for over 12 years on YouTube, or you don't know him since 2009 August, okay, telling you the truth about what's going on, okay, persecuted on record, over 20 witnesses, lives with his parents at 40, skilled enough to accept being persecuted. Matthew 5, blessed are they who are persecuted in heaven, for theirs is the kingdom of, theirs are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, okay, Proverbs, the rich are wise in their own eyes, one who is poor and discerning, okay, sees how foolish they are. In this culture, in this country, I can't afford to live on my own, okay, for that long, okay? I have enough money to pay the $40,000 thing, and that's about it, okay? If someone beat me and they allowed me to recover and they didn't compensate me, I have enough money to cover that. If they compensate me up for the $4 million, it's how much they pay nothing if they lose. But I'm not rich. And when you consider how much I've been cheated out of, okay, certainly poor compared to what I should be the richest man on the planet. Not so I can say, hey, so I can affect change, to control budgets and flows and tell people how they should spend their money, and people listen to me. Because righteousness should tell you how to spend your money. Not Western arrogance, not Eastern arrogance, not any other arrogance, not token minority arrogance, not African arrogance or any other arrogance, but moral precision, which first touched down in Africa when God made man in his image. And everyone in my generation looking at Africans knew like this, that Africans were the true image of God on a spectrum. And everyone else evolved and became someone else. If God made you in this habitat to look the way you would look evolving the habitat, if you're righteous, then who looks like God? The person who stayed in that habitat, who evolved being righteous, went to America, had a child. His child looks like the image of God. That's part of why they change my videos, my voice, so on and so forth, because they're not stupid. They know the image of God isn't some Western, I'm a Western craftsman, hi, today folks, that's not God. Bro, that's not God. What's up, homie? That's not God. Like, I have to explain this shit? Some coward, like, man, I know what you're saying, but I'm like, I don't want any trouble, I have kids. That's not God. Proverbs 28:1, the righteous are as, the wicked flee though no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. The Lion King, the King of Kings, the Spirit of the King of Kings, faithful and true, a King, a God of justice, righteousness. Okay, the Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name. The Lord Almighty. That's God.